It hasn't been part of my standard argument previously, although I may start to adopt it, because my standard argument initially was it's the right thing to do for patients, right? The health benefits of treating obesity in childhood last far into adulthood, and there's plenty of data supporting it, and it's no longer even, frankly, a question. It's actually well documented in the scientific literature. But unfortunately, that doesn't move the needle often, especially with obesity stigma and bias. So then my next argument was financial, right? So a one-time surgery at age 10, if it gives you 10 years or 15 years of improved health, that's a huge financial windfall for, whether it's governments or private insurers or, trickling down to the taxpayer dollar. But that actually hasn't moved the needle much either as of yet. So maybe the next step is to get into the ethics of it. And actually, the sort of the idea of fairness that the author brought up was also really interesting to me, which is, is it fair? Is it just ethical or even just fair to have a treatment that works, but not be willing to offer it to a certain group of patients for whatever criteria you choose, in this case by age, but I've spent a lot of my time studying weight loss surgery in children with special healthcare needs or those who have autism spectrum disorder, who were also excluded from care for a long time. And is that fair? The reality is probably not. And yes, we need to figure out how to allocate our healthcare expenditures in whichever way it makes the most financial sense for the country. But even with that argument, you would say, okay, well, we should probably start younger and treat those who have the most number of years to benefit from the treatment, as opposed to, only offering it to 40 and 50-year-olds. No offense to the 40 and 50-year-olds, because I'm over 50 myself. But the point is that, again, if you're just looking at life years benefit, the younger you start, the more life years, quality of life years you're going to have.